Welcome back to Life Coach 180 with yours truly, Ben Lopez, aka DJ Lopez. And today I want to teach you about how to own time wisely. How easy it is to ruminate on the negative that can last forever. But yet those special moments, those gifts that God has given us, they seem fleeting, like trying to hold water in our hands. And so today what I want to do is I want to walk you through the process of how you can own time. And what the Word of God says about you taking your life to the next level with peace, with joy, with patience, by reflecting on what is good, by what is pure, by reflecting on all the gifts that God has given you. Own the time wisely. Time is an elusive element of our lives. In a moment of desperation, it feels eternal, dragging on with a heaviness that makes each second feel like a weight pressing down. Yet in the moments of joy and celebration, time slips through our fingers like water, moving so quickly that it leaves us longing for more. Why is it that we can't control this strange flow? Why do things we want to push away seem to linger, while the moments we want to hold on to just vanish so swiftly? The answer may lie in how we choose to inhabit each moment. Often in our hardships, we dwell on the painful details, dissecting each one. We relive past hurts, replaying them again and again, and examining what went wrong, and imagining ways it could have been different. We become trapped in cycles of regret, anger, or sadness, causing time to expand around us, stretching our suffering. But joy is different. In joy, we open ourselves completely without analyzing or grasping. We simply are present in the fullness of the moment, letting joy wash over us like a breeze filling the air and the sunlight hitting our faces. We don't pick it apart. We don't overthink it. We let it be. And because of this openness, it feels fleeting, like it's past in an instant. But does joy truly have to be fleeting? Or is there a way to hold on to it in our hearts so it doesn't disappear as soon as the moment ends? The Apostle Paul provides a timeless answer in his letter to the Philippians. Finally, dear brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think of these things. Philippians 4:8. Paul's words encourage us to make a habit of dwelling on what is beautiful, true, and good. By training our minds to reflect on life's blessings, no matter how small, we can extend the presence of joy in our lives. In doing so, we allow positive memories and gratitude and peace to linger, just as naturally as we allow sorrow and frustration to linger. In fact, when we focus on what is praiseworthy, time itself seems to stand still, as if inviting us to savor each blessing fully. Owning time wisely then means cultivating awareness. It means deliberately choosing to hold on to the things that uplift us, learning to let go of what weighs us down. It means seeking the beauty in each day and allowing it to fill our hearts so that even in the rush and busyness of life, we carry a sense of peace. When we face hardship, we can gently release the inclination to relive and deconstruct it, trusting that God has already seen us through. And when we encounter joy, we can embrace it, savoring the sweetness and letting it become a lasting imprint in our minds and souls. This is the gift of mindfulness, the intention of living, a way of experiencing time, not as something that controls us, but as precious gift we are entrusted to steward with wisdom and grace. By focusing on what is pure and lovely, we can make peace and joy our companions, letting them illuminate our path each season of life. To master time, you must understand time. First, time feels uncontrollable. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, for everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. This verse acknowledges that time has a rhythm set by God, one that includes moments we cherish and others we wish would pass, recognizing that all the things have their season and can help us, and accept the transience of both joy and sorrow. Instead of fighting the passage of time, we can find peace in knowing that each season has a purpose. This acceptance allows us to live more fully, understanding that God controls the flow of time, even when we feel we can't. There is a lingering nature of negative moments. 2 Corinthians 10:5. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. Negative moments and thoughts often feel overwhelming because we unconsciously replay them in our minds, dissecting them and reliving them. This verse reminds us that we have the power to take control of our thoughts. By bringing our worries and anxieties unto Christ's authority, we prevent negative thoughts from controlling our perception of time. Practicing this can help us to cut short the lingering impact of hurtful experiences and free ourselves to focus on peace and growth. Embracing fleeting joy, James 1:17. Every good and perfect gift is from up above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Joyful moments feel fleeting, but they are God's gift to us, given for us to savor and appreciate. This verse reminds us to review moments of happiness as divine blessings that reveal God's character and love. Instead of trying to hold on to them tightly, we can experience them with gratitude, knowing that God who provides these moments is constant and faithful. This approach can help us cherish moments of joy without fearing their end. Reliving good moments, Psalms 77:11-12. I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your miracles of long ago. I will consider all your works and meditate on all your mighty deeds. Just as a negative moment can replay in our minds, we can also choose to reflect on God's goodness and past blessings. This psalm encourages us to actively remember and meditate on the positive things that God has done. By intentionally reliving our joyful experiences and God's faithfulness, we reinforce our sense of peace and gratitude. Practicing gratitude and reflection helps us realize that good memories can linger, providing lasting comfort and strength. Finally, focusing on what is good. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Paul's words offer a guide to managing our thoughts by focusing on the good, noble, and pure. By choosing to meditate on positive aspects of life, truth, beauty, justice, we allow joy, peace to grow in our hearts, even in challenging times. This very verse teaches us that the way we direct our thoughts profoundly affects how we experience time. By entering our minds in what is praiseworthy, we cultivate a sense of lasting joy that endures beyond the fleeting moments. Time is elusive, often slipping through our hands when we long to hold on to it. Yet dragging them, we face hardship. The Bible offers wisdom to help us navigate this paradox, teaching us to accept the seasons of life and to control our thoughts by aligning them with Christ. Joyful moments, though brief, are divine gifts, and by remembering God's goodness, we can allow positive experiences to resonate within us. Finally, Philippians 4:8 calls us to focus on what is true and praiseworthy, helping us cultivate peace regardless of life's challenging pace. In sum, these verses remind us that while time itself may be beyond our control, how we experience it is deeply influenced by where we set our focus. When we let God shape our thoughts, we can embrace each moment with wisdom, peace, and gratitude.